Alright, so I'm back. As you can see, this is back on the screen because I didn't go over it enough, and I did what I don't like, and I was actually a hypocrite because I'm a hypocrite because I don't like when people go over a couple of them. I went into it supposed to be talking about all of them, whatever it is. I forgot. I didn't talk about all of them because I don't like when people talk about them and don't go all over them. So why should I be like that? I got to correct myself. So the deeds of the flesh, and it says they are obvious, which are adultery, having sex with people's wives, husbands, sexual immorality, like oral sex, types of fornication, and people don't know oral sex is sodomy. It doesn't matter if it's guy on guy, girl on whatever. It's people need to. I'm going to tell them today. They're going to know this. Uncleanness. We suffer from that, being unclean. However you want to see that. I've suffered from most of these things. I still suffer with these, and that's why we're going to talk about it. Okay, we're suffering, and we need to talk about it. Lustfulness, you know what that is? Idolatry, looking up to people like celebrities and whoever, which we should be looking up to Jesus. Let me tell you something about idolatry too. So I know Ephraim and Dan, fell into idolatry, and they need to wake up. I'm praying for them. I need to pray for them more, okay? Because they're Israelites that fall short, There's a whole thing to pray for them. We'll get into that later, but idolatry is crazy because it's a build-up. Like, yeah, people idolize clay dolls, but it's all just to groom you for the Antichrist, which is like I'm not trying to make him sound good, just look to Jesus because he's weak compared to Jesus, but it's like the final boss, like in a video game, because in idolatry, because the final person people look up to, and then they follow him to hell, which we're praying that I don't want that to happen to anyone, all right? So that's a quick thing of idolatry. Sorcery, like magic, hatred. If you have hate in your heart, you're a murderer. Strife, causing division, stirring stuff up. Jealousies of what people have. You want outbursts of anger. Yeah, I suffer from that. Yeah, yelling, whatever, breaking stuff. I used to break windows. Rivalries like gangs or division, having rivals, having enemies. Jesus tells us to pray for our enemies. Divisions, they're kind of like the same thing. There's no division in heaven. Notice that everyone will be together. At the wedding banquet.